Hello friends, welcome to the Global Pulse. Quite significant and crucial question is being circulated in the global media arena about which both sides are forced to give clarifications. Is the big meeting between India and Russia postponed over differences on Ukraine? Foreign Secretary Vinay Kwatra's statement clarifies the situation. There was no big delegation-level meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Vladimir Putin in Russia. It was being speculated that perhaps due to the alleged differences on the issue of Ukraine, the big meeting of the two leaders was cancelled. Now Foreign Secretary Vinay Kwatra has offered a clarification on the whole matter. India rejected claims of differences with Russia on the issue of Ukraine as factually incorrect. It was being claimed that due to differences, a big delegation-level meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Putin during the visit to Russia was cancelled. To the best of my knowledge, no specific events have been cancelled during the Prime Minister's visit to Moscow, Foreign Secretary Vinay Kwatra said while replying to a question on some confrontations in Moscow during a media briefing. No truth in reports according to the Foreign Secretary. These are just rumors and gossips and just propaganda spread by some media outlets to create hype in certain political circles and global community. Some of the Western countries, especially the US, is experiencing a lot of unbearable aching because of the Modi's visit to Russia and the cordial meeting between these two leaders. I find it really surprising, but there is no truth in this factually incorrect. The report is quite misleading. The Prime Minister's visit to Moscow was, indeed, highly successful, he said, adding that the truth is that the discussions between Modi and President Putin lasted longer than the time allotted by both sides. What did Russia say on the claims of dissent? Earlier, President Putin's spokesman Dmitry Peskov was quoted by the Russian news agency as saying that Prime Minister Modi and President Putin expressed their views on all topics in their meeting in Moscow on Tuesday, in which no major breakout sessions were needed and all issues were covered. Asked why Modi and Putin did not hold a large delegation-level meeting, the Russian official said, "It's not that there was any problem but a 3-hour-long interaction between the two leaders attended by the officials in charge of bilateral cooperation of the two sides." Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said many times that the Ukraine war cannot be resolved on the battlefield. India also reiterated this after the PM's arrival in Russia. PM Modi has also appealed to the Russian president on Ukraine. Some countries have publicly said that you cannot find a solution to this conflict on the battlefield. PM Modi is one of the very few leaders who has said this publicly and openly. He has said this not only in a third country, but also to the Russian president. In response to another question, Kwatra said that the Prime Minister has clearly said, "This is not the time for war, the solution to the Ukraine conflict cannot be found on the battlefield and the loss of innocent lives is unacceptable. India will contribute whatever it can to the talks," he said. Thank you very much for watching. Always be with us as usual for the latest news and updates across the globe. Goodbye and see you soon.